Hi all, Alex here of The Mad Cartographer. Welcome to What a Mad Week. Bit of a delay on this one. Christmas holidays, we had PAX Unplugged. I then went away for a weekend with my family. And then we've had Christmas, so it's been quite busy. But we have still managed to get, on top of the winter bundle, we have got a full Pick and Mix 2 pack. It just took us a while to actually get them all into Foundry and uploaded. So everything's up, everything's available. You can now get them all. You can download them. They will be on MyAirbridge and accessible in probably for the first week in January. If your subscription isn't rolling over, you'll still be able to access them with the current month's password. So don't worry about it if you see this video a little bit later. You will still be able to get all your maps. Everything's now in Foundry. The Foundry pack has been updated. I'm going to do a little bit of a whistle-stop tour to show you what is available. So first one, Frozen Throne, bit of a combination of some underground lair with some nice frozen caves. As ever, everything's all walled up and all that kind of good stuff. All the sounds and lighting added as usual. Forest Altar, again, we've got some walling in here. It's always quite hard to do walling on externals. But we want to try and break it up into different areas where different encounters could happen. So we've gone with the terrain walls, which I don't always use. I'm not a huge fan of terrain walls. They're very situational as to when I think they do work. But for here, just got some strange forest altar by the side of this lake. Nice, small, condensed map, but broken up with some different options. We then have the Dwarven Forge. So these ones you haven't seen now. So the other two I think have already been released and been out there pretty much all month, and then we've just not put the other stuff out yet. So we've got the Dwarven Forge, pretty amazing looking map made by Steffen. Steffen has done the bulk of the new maps, and there'll also be some of the Crucible magazine maps that you'll be able to see now. That we've put in this Pick and Mix. We've taken a selection of them and put them in the Pick and Mix 2 pack for people. So we've just got a forge, it's got some beds, little areas, it's got a toilet made out of wood, which is dangerous. Steffen, what can I say? Kind of following the themes in a couple of this Dwarven theme with these similar kind of assets. We've just got this Dwarven cave with this bridge that does have a little bit of a canopy. We've kind of done quite a bit of the canopy stuff on all the maps this month. So you just got these little struts and supports that go all around, so you can kind of go under them. We've got these two hidden areas. Actually, I just realised that is open by default, which means in the Foundry pack it's probably also open by default. So I need to update that at some point. So yeah, just be mindful that secret door is currently open and viewable. The Araclex Layer. So this is the bottom layer of one of the maps that we did for Crucible, one of the adventures. If you want this adventure, it is available for free in our 88-page, including cover, launch issue of Crucible magazine. We're going to be launching it in January, hopefully. And so the Araclex is a 4-leveled adventure dungeon area. This is the bottom level that we've put in this Pick and Mix pack. But if you want the adventure, head over to cruciblemag.com and sign up to the newsletter, and you'll be able to download the full PDF for free. This will the full launch issue will be going into its own JSON, which will be available with the Kickstarter and all that other stuff. But yeah, we will be putting Crucible magazine in a monthly Foundry module. And this is just one of them. This was like the boss level of that adventure. We have Sea Giant's Cove. This is a cove of a sea giant. It's a pretty big one. We've got quite a few big maps in here because we've put the Crucible maps in here. There's quite a few. So we've got all these sunken wreckages where this sea giant brings kind of parts of these ship, again, part of the adventure, and builds his own little home, and he's kind of like built his own little pirate ship out of these smashed up hulls and stuff like that. Again, we've got some nice cool little canopy elements here for walking around and under it, but you can kind of go up here, and we've clipped the canopy enough that if you're up on there, then you can do it. If you wanted to go a little bit more involved, then you wanted to tweak it with levels. We didn't, because it didn't seem worth it, but if you added this canopy section using levels onto a higher level, then you could increase the elevation by like 10 feet, and then the tokens would appear on top of the canopy. But we didn't feel like it was worth doing for this map. But yeah, so we've got some nice canopy elements in here. Really like this map. Really like the colours on it. And like I said, it's a pretty big map. Similarly with this one, the Drazorn Mine. This is one of our own creations. A dragon meets a Zorn. Again, full adventure in Crucible magazine. If you want these full adventures for free, go and sign up to the newsletter. Again, more some basic canopy elements there. We've not gone overboard with it. We've got some movable tiles here that the DM can move around if players want to use this to interact with. But other than that, it's again pretty large map. Pretty cool map. Very happy with that one. This was one of 3 maps for an adventure that culminates in the Orc Chief's kind of war tent, their yurt. Again, some canopy stuff just for these basic things over here. And the concept of this adventure is that the war chief finds a fallen angel, and these are the wings that they ripped off the angel's body, and cool stuff happens. So yeah, I've got this throne with these awesome kind of torn angel wings that are hung up by these big hooks. All comes with complimentary art in the magazine, and when it goes into the JSON module, it will also have the artwork that you can pop up for your players. Dwarven Arena. Okay, this one got a little bit complicated. So this is basically made for levels just because of the way we've designed it. You start on ground 0 here. You can move around. Can't see around the other side. Actually, let me reset the vision so you can get a good idea of what you would see actually, what your players would see. So this whole area is blocks. They can't see around it because it is terrain. They can go up the stairs, and then it puts them on top of here, and then you can go down the stairs, and they can go under. Oh, okay, well, I just noticed that didn't work. It did before, so I've obviously changed something. Good old levels. So yeah, so you're supposed to be able to go under this bit. This should be a canopy. I've obviously changed something not meaning to. And then you've got this little bunker area here that you can run around on. There you go. So yeah, I need to fix this canopy bit. I'm not sure why you're not going underneath. I've obviously set the low point in the wrong place, but I'll get that tweaked and I will upload shortly. So yeah, cool little battle arena there for you and your players. Nice little Christmas square map. We've used terrain wall on here. There's no internals on this. It's just a nice easy town square. We've done a winter version without it being Christmas, and then we've done streets. We've done a Christmas version with these lights, and again these are canopies. Your tokens will go underneath the string of lights, and we have done a winter version of it as well. I've just not got it loaded up. Mage's Lost Sanctum, map number 12. This is one that I made for a Kickstarter reward for Dungeon Scribe. Hoss over at Dungeon Scribe asked me to make this map for him. So he gave me the old specs. That is this, I guess, kind of like a modern Kainan's private sanctum kind of thing. Like floats in the astral planes. It's got this, all these runes and stuff. It's got this rune that's supposed to be breaking apart, and this sigil that's holding it all together. We've got this plant herbs area that's getting a bit overgrown. We've got the Mage's Study. And this little teleporter here is supposed to teleport you through to this area where we've got like a more stark barracksy area. 2 little toilets here. And then we've got these areas. So this is where your big treasure is. And these here, I've done them as, they're kind of like force fields. So we've just done them as doors that you can see through. So when the players unlock them, however you want them to be unlocked, then you can just unlock them and let them go through. And then last but not least, we have Temple Ruins. and it is just this underground, once the temple fallen into the water, smashed up, kind of like just lost and forgotten, and then this little temple area at the back. So again, it's a nice selection of maps for this theme, which is why it's the pick and mix. You know, we've covered quite a few different areas, different uses, from, you know, an arena to, you know, more versatile utility based maps where you can kind of have them be a number of different things, to some random mages lost sanctum, and then some big maps. I think the big maps are obviously they've got a lot of use depending on how you want to use them, especially if you do want to use our adventures. For the Sea Giant's Cove and the Drazon Mine, it does only require these two maps anyway. So if you get them, you will be able to run the full adventures. I think the Sea Giant's Cove is a level 3, I think it's a low level adventure, and the Drazon Mine, I believe, was a 9 or 10 level, I think, and it's got the full stat blocks of the Drazon, etc, etc, etc. But if you want to hold out and you do want to wait for the Foundry content, then these will all be available in about a month's time, all completely built into Foundry, so you don't have to mess about with any of that. But until then, if you have a use for these straight away and you don't want to run somebody else's adventure, then the maps are good and ready. So there you go. Sorry that everything took a little while to get out, but yeah, Christmas, it was busy, who knew? For those that have still watched through to this part of the video, the winter bundle is still available. For those of you that are Foundry users, there's a whole big thing about the winter bundle that you get a free theme. Okay, you get a free module of one of the themes that we've previously released. And considering how many patrons I have, and how many of you are new and don't have access to every theme, there is a very great number of you that have not watched the previous videos or read about the winter bundle and still haven't contacted me saying, hey Alex, I want this bundle. So send me the messages, send me a Patreon message, because after December I'm closing the door on it, okay, because I don't want to be answering it into, you know, September next year. December is when you get to make this deal, because I'm going to erase all knowledge of it. So yeah, let me know which module you want for free and I will send it over to you. I'll send you over the link. But other than that, that's it. We're done. We've done with this theme. We've finished it a little bit early. Thankfully, we've got everything out a little bit before the new year. Very conscious that some people won't be around, so some people wouldn't see any updates. But yeah, got lots of stuff planned for the new year. The next theme I think we're looking at doing is Layers, which is a bit generic, but it gives us a little bit more freedom and flexibility to not get too bogged down on a theme. Doing full themes, which are the same environments, can be a bit of a creative, I don't know, pillow that smothers you. So we're doing layers. We're going to choose some iconic D&D monsters and build layers for each of them of various sizes. If you have any thoughts of what layers and what creatures you would like to see, then let us know in the comments below. I'm also going to put a question on the Discord for folks to let us know which monsters in particular they would love to have a lair for, because there's a lot of maps out there. So maybe let's touch on some of the ones that haven't been done before. But yeah, anyway, hope you like what we've done. I've really enjoyed this theme. I think it's probably one of the better themes we've done, just because of the versatility and there's just, you know, the better range of maps that are available in terms of theme and size. But yeah, let us know what you think. Other than that, hope you have all had a great Christmas or a great holiday, whatever it is your traditions are, and wishing you all the best for what remains of 2021, and hopefully a better 2022 for us all. It is the holidays. Please drink responsibly and be safe. I should take my own advice on that. But yeah, thanks for everybody. Thanks for all your ongoing support, whether you are new here, whether you've stuck around for a long time. As ever, just always good to have you people around, and just we do it. You know, it's hard sometimes, but you make it a bit easier. So thanks a lot. Okay, I'm going to ramble, and this video's long enough. So, adios. See you later. Ciao. And as ever, keep rolling those 20s, folks.